All right, we back in the house. We back in the house. We back in the house. Well, actually ain't in the house, but we back in the house. All right, family. You know what it is. You know who it is. Grandmaster Saya on deck. And the purpose of this video is Occult. Occult. What I want to say. Occult, magic, initiation and ritual, all right, associated with veganism. Now, in responses to witchcraft, the hidden origins of witchcraft and the vegan diet, why did I make that video? Why was it important to me, or for me, to come and make that video? Why was it important for me to say those things? Well, for a very long time, indigenous peoples of the world, in particular Africans, spiritual systems have been shunned, and the people have been brutalized, murdered in the name of a different people, Romans, in the name of their new spiritual system or spiritual religious practice. These people have been murdered throughout the years, throughout many of years. These people have been murdered and brutalized. And their sacred science and their sacred religion has been kept secret and has been kept intact, mainly by secret small circles. And this information that has been kept intact by these secret small circles has now been termed, essentially the root of it. How can I get out this sun? The root of it has been called occult. Okay? And even some instances, the root of it is in what they call New Age. All right? So, trying to find that dark spot. I'm going to have to go this way. So, I made that video because this vegan thing, which I love, you know, I've been vegan for, I want to say 8 years. No, let's see, it's 2020. 2020. Shit. 8 years. Or going on 8 years, right? You know what I mean? But I had my ups and downs, you know what I mean? I had my fall points, but not no big fall points. Not no, you know what I mean? But anyways, this for the better, you know, this diet for the better has become very popular amongst all people, and I'm very happy to see that because the health benefits of it is very powerful, and I'm glad to see, and it should be utilized. You know, it really should be utilized by all people, no matter what religion or, you know, no matter what the situation is. But I did want to bring it to people's eyes that from my studies and my research, the oldest point of a diet goes back to a purification and initiation ceremony, which dates back essentially, I can't necessarily say to ancient Egypt, but I can say to prior to, well, I can say to the time when the Greeks entered Egypt. And the oldest documentation of this is in the Greek magical papyri. And that's a book that you can go cop, you can go get, and you can see it for yourself. Certain rites and certain rituals concern a purification of a person with abstaining from all animal products for 7 to 14 days. Okay? And to me, I believe, get away from me. I believe that this is the starting point of this diet. You know, everything has to start somewhere. You know what I mean? And maybe this was them people at that beginning time doing something that the indigenous people was doing. Maybe they, you know, do this, maybe it was a ritual to do this for 7 days, who knows? But this is the beginning point of this diet. And if you think it's not rooted in occultism, right? Well, why don't you go get some old occult books and see what you find. Oh, but it's forbidden. You shouldn't do that. You dig? So why don't you go get Leadbeater's book and what he felt about vegetarianism. Okay? And you will see. So essentially that's what it was, because you know, you have people accepting something, but at the same time in their mind something is supposed to be evil and something is supposed to be shunned and looked at as of the devil and looked at as evil, and this origins in this thing originates with something that you term to be the devil. So it was a tool used by me, whether right or wrong or whether good or bad, to open people's eyes up to the fact of something. Okay? It was supposed to open people's eyes to the fact that, hey, this indigenous culture, this indigenous religion, this indigenous view of spirituality and rites and rituals, okay, may not be evil like you think. All right? So that's what that was about. That's what that was about. You know what I mean? That's what that was about. So that's pretty much it. I just basically wanted to get that off my chest. You know what I mean? And peace. I see y'all when I see y'all.